Psalm 114. When Israel came out of Egypt, Jacob from a people of foreign tongue. Judah became God's sanctuary, Israel his dominion. The sea looked and fled, the Jordan turned back. The mountains leaped like rams, the hills like lambs. Why was it, sea, that you fled? Why, Jordan, did you turn back? Why, mountains, did you leap like rams, you hills, like lambs? Tremble, earth, at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the God of Jacob, who turned the rock into a pool, the hard rock into springs of water. What does Psalm chapter 114 mean? Psalms 113 to 118 were used at major celebrations, such Passover. This psalm's reference to Egyptian slavery is why this block is sometimes called the Egyptian Hallel. The verses within this set of psalms repeatedly use the Hebrew word hallelujah. This is typically rendered in English as hallelujah and comes from a Hebrew combination literally meaning praise and God Yahweh. This psalm begins with a reference to Israel's rescue from Egyptian slavery, Exodus 12 verse 41. Jacob was the father of the 12 tribes, and God renamed him Israel, Genesis 32 verse 28. The tribe of Judah became the seat of government and the tribe of Israel's kings, Genesis 49 verse 10. God used his relationship with Israel, his chosen people, to demonstrate his power and glory, Psalm 114 verses 1 to 2. During the Exodus from Egypt, Israel witnesses multiple miracles. Among these were the parting of the Red Sea, Exodus 14 verse 21, and the earth-shaking presence of God on Sinai, Exodus 19 verse 18. Later, they walked over the Jordan River without getting wet thanks to God's intervention, Joshua 3 verse 13. These were signs and proof of the Lord's work on behalf of his people, Psalm 114 verse 3 to 4. The psalmist emphasizes God's power by asking rhetorical questions. These are statements, not literal requests, framed as questions because the answer is assumed to be obvious. Here, the psalmist asks the natural water and land why it reacted that way. The expected reply is that they did so because of God's command. The power of the Lord caused these miraculous events, Psalm 114 verse 5 to 6. The song ends with further statements of God's power and influence. This also includes mention of another miracle which occurred during Israel's desert wandering. While suffering from thirst, the people were given water, Exodus 17 verse 6, when God caused it to pour out of a rock, Psalm 114 verse 7 to 8.